selfish because of that, bro. What the fuck?
Are
Well,
you a
that's what I'm trying
father?
to figure
Number
out. Like,
five.
what's this guy
Number
trying to
five.
say?
Are you number five? Number five. Are you a father?
well, this is my first time being over here.
No. Are you a father? Do you have any children?
Well, I don't have no kids.
Then you can't
Okay.
talk on
So
that. No offense.
Okay. So my point was that all the points that she's making is absolutely true.
I
But
wasn't
just
done yet.
because
No, I'm
it's
just not
true,
complaining.
just because the points that she's making true does not change the reality. What Israel's doing is horrible. They should never do that with what they're doing. But the reason they're doing
You do
it
know we supply
because
them with weapons?
yes, that's the reason they're doing it. And they're walking around with their dicks out. And that's reality right now. They're walking around with their dicks out, and guess what? They're saying fuck the whole fucking world. Little fucking Israel. So what do you think will happen if people start turning their nose at America? What do you think is going to happen? Just think about it. No one has the weapons that America has. The only one that could come close is China. And China's not going to mess with America because why? Because China and America, no matter how y'all want to look into it, they're in there together.
You do realize
They're
wars
together.
change. A lot of countries have nuclear weapons now. A lot of countries have nuclear
What
weapons.
countries? What countries?
Russia, China.
Russia's been had nuclear weapons. China's been
Even
had
North
nuclear
Korea.
weapons. What other countries?
Even North Korea is developing nuclear weapons. I'm saying though, you thinking old though. You thinking they're gonna fight on the ground, bro? They're not gonna fight on the ground, bro. All they gonna do is press a button.
The same people been having nuclear weapons since the beginning. Ain't nobody had no nuclear weapons.
Hold on, homies. Without disrespecting each other.
I'm not disrespecting nobody.
So what is the best solution then?
The best solution is
this is a debate. Nobody's hating on each other.
The best solution is to realize.
Right, bro. What are you talking about?
The best solution is to realize the environment you're in and navigate through it. That's the only solution.
Navigate through what?
Navigate through what you're. I'm in America, so I got to navigate through America. Yes, the racist America that we're in and all that. Guess what? As a black man, I have to navigate through here.
We're not living in that life. We're not living in that life.
What life are you living in?
The life that the people that's living in it, we're not living.
This guy's high as a motherfucker right now, personally. But
bro, hell yeah.
Where you living?
Man, eyes like this.
Where you living at? Number 5.
You know where I'm living. If you ask me again, gonna ask me again?
Yeah, because I didn't hear you.
You know where I'm living. You know where I'm
bro,
living.
He high as fuck,
I know where you're living at.
So don't ask me again then. Don't ask me again.
How do I know where you're living at?
So you know where I'm living there. What the fuck you talking about?
If I'm asking you where you're living, how do I know where you're living?
Well, you just said it. You know. I just say you know where I'm living. I'm telling
you where do you live, bro?
This is like a comedy. This turned into a comedy sketch. Very.
Where you living?
How I'm living?
Where do you live?
Fuck you. How I'm living?
What the fuck's wrong with him? Wherever you live at, wherever part of the world that you live in.
Ask your mama what's wrong with me.
Oh, come on,
man. You just said not to disrespect nobody. Now you disrespect.
Yeah, let's not go there, right?
I'm having. Listen, a lot of us can have emotional. A lot of us can have emotional conversations.
Number 2 is not being disrespectful, though. Number 2 is not being disrespectful. He's just speaking his mind.
No, I'm saying number 5 said not to be disrespectful, but then he turns around,
and then he's dropping your mama. How old are you, man? He's dropping your mama, anyways.
Yeah, if I did that, I was in the moment because, man, I don't tolerate shit like that.
You don't tolerate what?
Well, we just.
What do you not tolerate?
I'm dead. I need to smoke a joint. That's what I need to do.
Bro, this man just swapped the conversation like 5 times.
Okay, so back to the original discussion.
Thank
now
you.
that I've sat there and I've just, revised my statement, I'm going to say this. I agree with the fact that your country is big economically and military wise, but when it comes down to the trading and the fact that we also this really came down to what Canada and the United States bring to one another, We have had an ongoing trading system since the beginning of time. And because of that, we are the biggest allies, just like you are our biggest allies. And there's that accountability. Just like Mexico also is your biggest ally, which you did the same shit to them too at the same time. Do you realize if your country really stood on business when they called tariffs on us, they wouldn't have called prime ministers and presidents and then put it on mute for a month because they were told certain things? All our country had to do was tell you exactly what we already did last year, and your president was like, okay, no tariffs this month. Sounds good.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, but that was a cute impression. That was a cute impression.
You gotta break it down a little bit more.
So basically, when Trump decided to declare tariffs on Canada and Mexico, both the Mexican president and my prime minister decided to call America your president and have a little country discussion of why the fucking fuck this is flopping happening. And when those discussions happened, and Mexico said that they would start manning their borders, Canada said that they would start manning their borders, yet we've been manning our borders this whole time. And that business deal that we promised you started in 2024. It's 2025. So we've been doing that.
Now, I want you to listen. I want you to listen to something real closely, right? Just listen to this. Who called who?
Who called who? Your country had to call ours because
no. You just said that y'all called us.
No.
And then y'all made an agreement, right?
Search it up. I've been sitting here doing my little research while y'all have been having your dicks in your hands.
So America put tariffs on your country, right?
Over here.
Right?
America wants to put tariffs on our country.
I mean, I threatened tariffs on your country, right? And then your country had to come to an agreement, right?
Yeah, just like Mexico.
No. America and Canada didn't come to an agreement. Your country is starting to realize that we're standing on business. Your president is threatening us to make us into your country. I want you to take this in consideration. If Canada were to call you right now and we were to start doing the American shit that you are doing and threatening your country to be a part of our country, how would it make you feel? Because land-wise, our one province is twice the size as just Texas.
What do you mean? How would that make us feel?
Brody. Hey, bro. Don't come in here and use your flap. Okay, don't do that. This is why I'm muting everybody, because we don't know how to talk at once. So I'm gonna make sure that we all talk at once. Okay, we all get the talking stick. Fuck. Anyways, so my whole point is that they are both equally trading allies, and what your country is doing is they're taking advantage of the fact that we have already had a free trade system and something going on, and now you're doubling down on your dickness and you're starting to try to have a power hungry moment. The fact is, America has whatever it's going on in a sense like that, but it is not okay to double down on a country that is your partner, is your ally. And if you're going to do that, we have every reason to bite our oppressors back, okay? If your country is threatening our country, I'm sorry to say the amount of countries that will come to Canada and help defend Canada compared to the amount of countries that won't go to America, that will not fund America, is astro-fucking-nomical. What your country has done just over this past year and brought light to many people around the world, specifically speaking what's going on in Palestine, what's going on in Congo, and what's going on in Sudan, your country has been the shit that the shit is, okay? We see the shit that you do. We follow the shit that you do. You guys lead media attention and trends. But what I'm also not going to sit here and say is that your country holds a big weight in this world. It's one country. Just one. But yeah, Brody.
Let me ask this $100 million question, right? If the country didn't hold weight in this world and it was all that, why the fuck is it doing all this? Why?
Why does the kid throw a tantrum? Why does the kid
threatening your country? Why is
Okay. Why does a kid throw a tantrum? Why does a child throw a tantrum? Why does a child throw a tantrum? Why does a child throw a tantrum? For attention. Your country doesn't get attention anymore.
Attention.
You're making You're making points. You're shooting shots, but you're not letting anybody get a point in.
Okay. Just do me one favor.
Hey, Brody.
You like the research, right? You like the research, right? Research how much America spends in its military. And then research every other country in the world.
Your country spends more money on its military than funding its own homeless population, its own healthcare, and its own education system combined. Right. You're taking full accountability that you would rather weapons that represent your country than taking care of your people. That's the weight that you hold as an American. That's your education system. Disgusting. No.
It's not the best thing in the world. It's not pretty, but the reality is,
you're not gonna sit here and tell me that shit is glitter. No, your shit is shit. America is shit.
Sorry, Donald Trump especially. That's a danger. That motherfucker's crazy. Try him if you want. I hate to say it, but try him if you want.
Brody, you haven't been here since the beginning, but I appreciate you so much for your personal comments, and I would like to hear your mouth, and I want to see how far it flaps. Let's go. I got my chips now.
I'm just saying, you got good points made. You got really good points made, but you have to think of the bigger picture. If we were a bigger nation, all that shit would be in house.
So we gotta let him say what he wants to say.
What would be in house?
Yep. Everything will be in house if this is one big ass nation. That's all he's trying to do. That's all he's trying to do.
If America didn't spend so much money on their military, they would have lost World War II.
That's what I mean.
We're not saying that though.
Your house, not your house.
We're not saying that. We get that.
Your house.
We get what you're saying. We get what you're saying about the military, the overspending, all that unnecessary shit. But the bigger picture.
Hold on. If America didn't spend so much money on their military, you would be living in Nazi Germany world. What are you talking about?
Ghost Rider. Negative Ghost Rider. Negative. Crazy
word.
Negative.
I don't like doorbells.
Me negative.
I don't like doorbells.
Crazy word.
How is that negative? How do you win a war?
That's not accurate, bro.
How do you win a war? With weapons.
That's like saying if I wasn't rich, I wouldn't have money. Like, what sense does that make? It's the reality of what America is. If America's fucked up, I'll be the first one to say it. I'm an American. They're fucked up to black people. We've been living in this country. We've been doing hard time in this country for a long time. But I understand what it is. The reality is what it is. So just because they have it, we can't say, okay, if they didn't have it. No, they fucking have it. And they outgun everybody in the world. And before
I want to bring this back. I never once denied any of your claims. I just made sure that when I was responding to your claims that I brought a different point of reference into a different perspective. Again, I'm Canadian, you are American. There's two different perspectives at this table. It's not that we're going to see eye to eye. We were raised different. Our education systems, everything is different completely in a certain sense. And realistically speaking, me as an adult, you have an adult opinion. That's your opinion. Whether or not I feel personally attacked by that is on my own doing. And personally, I don't feel attacked because you even just said, I even know for myself, Canada is just as fucked up as the United States, but many Canadians are going to sit here and claim some false ass shit. Oh, Canada's better than the States. No, it's not. What happened to indigenous people? If you vote in that fucking Pollier or whatever fuck face, he wants to bring it back into those times. If you sit here and you really look at Justin Trudeau, the leader of Canada, he has committed 3 different acts of blackface and then sat there and done things with his family and indigenous rights. Our Canadian education system is in the garbage. Our healthcare system, what the fuck is that? That's not even a thing anymore. Privatize it too. No, I get it.
Oh, we need to go get a check.
I don't agree with y'all. I don't agree with y'all country, but y'all got some badass females over there. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Who is that?
I appreciate you. I did
want to say this. From?
Brody, I did want to say this though. As much as you think you have been here, just like the Chiefs, you may not. Okay, but I just felt like being smart.
Whoa, you doing that, bro?
Yeah, I wanted to attack it because I wanted to, but
go see do the same shit.
Man, Buffalo should have had you, and you know it. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic.
Y'all was about to dog walk me like that.
No,
I've been a Bills fan from day one. I need to see them win a Super Bowl.
No, I've been a 49ers fan since Colin Kaepernick days, okay? That was my team. 49ers and Green Bay. But Green Bay lost it as soon as they started trading. Like, my one thing, why did you trade Clay Matthews? You should have kept him. He was very, very good. Very, very good.
He was coming close to his career was done.
Could I ask you a serious question?
Go ahead.
I mean, not that none of this has been serious. Have you ever thought seriously, though, about